Elizabeth Alleen has been practicing camouflage techniques for over 30 years and is now recognised as a leading authority in this field, both in the UK and internationally. Camouflage techniques can be used to cover tattoos, birthmarks and non-infectious skin conditions such as vitiligo, freckles and age spots. It will also make scar tissue less noticeable and can even be used to add imperfections to skin to make the final effect more natural. The results can be truly amazing. Rio Camouflage is hypoallergenic, but it is always a good idea to do a patch test 24 hours before use. If any reaction occurs, discontinue use. The first step to successful skin camouflage is to identify the colour of your unaffected skin. It is very important to always work in daylight to get a true skin colour match. Wash your hands and the area you wish to conceal. To remove any oils from the skin surface, wipe over with a mild skin toner. Choose the cream that most closely resembles your skin colour and squeeze a small amount into your palm. With your little finger, swirl the cream around. This will help ensure you apply the product sparingly. Your palm will also warm the cream, making the application easier. Lightly dab the camouflage onto your skin next to the affected area you wish to camouflage. It may be that your initial choice of colour is too light or too dark. If so, remove with a baby wipe or a cream-based remover on a cotton wool pad and blend with a cream which is lighter or darker. It may at first take you a little while to achieve your skin match. This is normal. With a little practice, you will soon know your colour mix by heart. Creating the skin match is the most difficult part of skin camouflage, and the process is one that will take the most time. Once you have created the correct colour for your skin, make a mental note of the ratio you have used. For larger areas, you may find it easier to pre-mix a larger amount than needed and keep in a sealed container. Use your fingertips to apply the cream onto the area until it's fully covered. You will have discovered during the skin matching exercise that the skin camouflage cream is highly pigmented and that a little of the product will cover a considerable area of skin. The success of camouflage relies on creating a fine layer. Applying camouflage too heavily will make the area obvious and unnatural. Remember not to overload with too many layers at this stage. If later on the area is not sufficiently covered, further application can then be made. With a clean finger, gently tap the camouflage. This will help to blur the margin and help sink the camouflage into the area. Camouflage creams need to be set with fixing powder. Use a good quantity of powder to cover the camouflage skin. Press and roll the powder over the area. Wait a couple of minutes and then brush off any excess powder. This will also remove any camouflage that has attached itself to fine hairs. Brush in the same direction of hair growth to ensure the hairs lie flat to the skin. The final step is to dampen a sponge flannel and gently press over the camouflaged area. This is important as it removes any chalkiness the powder may have created, and it will speed up the camouflage setting time. The colour of your skin on your body may be different to that of your face. So again, blend the colour to the area you are working. If you wish to cover a large area, you may find it quicker and easier to use a makeup sponge. If you only have small scar areas to cover, you may find a small blemish brush is more accurate. Once the area is fully covered, set the cream using the fixing powder. Dampen the flannel sponge and blot over the area. You may now apply your normal makeup over your camouflage. Camouflage is designed to remain on the skin for 6 to 8 hours and can be removed and reapplied without any damaging effect to the skin. However, if you have an oily skin, you may find it necessary to reapply the powder after a few hours. Reapplying powder will also keep the camouflage matte. Importantly, with skin camouflage you can go about your daily routine confident in the knowledge that it is waterproof, smudge resistant and will not look like heavy stage makeup. Skin camouflage is suitable for both men and women and for all age groups. The procedure is exactly the same for using camouflage on male skin as on female skin. Camouflage cream must not be applied over broken skin or skin that has an infection. Should you notice any changes in your skin, and in particular any change to the colour or size of a mole, you must contact your doctor for a clinical diagnosis, and you must stop using the skin camouflage until your medical practitioner has given you permission to continue. With the exception of tattoos, it is always best to seek your doctor's permission before proceeding with skin camouflage, as you might, without realising it, be concealing a condition that requires medical attention. When camouflaging a narrow scar, you may find it easier to use a thin, square-ended brush to paint the camouflage skin match colour straight onto the scar only and not onto the surrounding area. In some instances, this is not easily achieved, for example if the scar shape is too irregular. In these cases, carefully blend the camouflage over the immediate surrounding skin as you would with vitiligo or tattoos. Once the immediate scar tissue is covered, gently tap the camouflage into place. This will help to blur the margin and help sink the camouflage into the area. Again, set with fixing powder, wait for a couple of minutes, and blot with a damp flannel sponge. With a little practice, you will be able to create your colour match by eye and apply it quickly and easily. For large, irregular scarring, apply using your fingertips or a makeup sponge. If you are using topically applied medication to your skin, apply the preparation and wait up to 20 minutes for it to be absorbed. Blot with a tissue and then apply your camouflage. Equally, moisturiser and sun protection products can be applied under the camouflage. You will need to wait 10 minutes for the product to be absorbed. Blot the area with a tissue and then apply the skin camouflage as normal. As before, set using the fixing powder, brush off the excess and wait for a minute or so before blotting with a clean, damp flannel sponge. As many tattoos are black-based, white is the opposite, therefore acts as a complementary colour for your tattoo. Apply a thin layer of white cream to cover the tattoo area, then set with fixing powder. Next, wash your hands and mix your skin colour match. Dab the cream onto the area until it's fully covered. If, after you have applied the first layer and set with the powder, you can still see a trace of your tattoo, apply a second fine layer of the skin match cream and powder. Try to keep the layers light and remember not to overload with too many layers. Again, with a clean little finger, blur the margin. Finally, set with fixing powder and blot using the flannel sponge. If you are having difficulty camouflaging highly coloured tattoos, then using some additional pigmented creams together with the complementary colour theory may help. The complementary colour theory uses the principle of opposite colours on the colour wheel to cancel each other out. So for this green and lilac tattoo, we have created a pale terracotta pink colour as a base layer. Once this is fixed with powder, wait a couple of minutes before applying a thin layer of your skin colour match and blend into the surrounding skin. Again, you may find it necessary to use 2 layers of the skin colour match and set with fixing powder, but it is important not to apply too many layers. Adding some freckles of dark colour and patting them into the area will add realism to the camouflage. Again, these will need to be set with the fixing powder and blotted with the damp flannel sponge. Camouflage can also be used to conceal the shadow of stubble and give a smooth skin appearance. More commonly, men will have a bald patch in the beard area, often due to a scar or skin condition. This can easily be concealed with a colour matching the surrounding stubble and using a stippling sponge to dab the textured colour onto the skin. Try to imitate the surrounding stubble. Fix with powder to give a realistic effect. Soap and water will lift the camouflage but not totally remove it. So take care washing hands that have camouflage applied to fingers or backs of hands. To remove camouflage, massage a cream-based remover into the camouflaged area and then gently wipe off with soft tissue or dampened cotton wool. You can unwittingly remove your camouflage by coming into contact with an oil-based product, for example bath oil or aromatherapy massage oil. So be careful when sampling cosmetics in shops. Skin camouflage products are unlike cosmetic makeup foundations. When applied, skin camouflage will mimic your normal skin and hide your skin condition or tattoo. After approximately 30 minutes, you can be confident that the camouflage is waterproof and smudge resistant. You can swim, shower, work and play. Should you get the camouflaged area wet, gently blot dry with a towel. Rio's skin camouflage looks so natural, only you will know. Rio, it's your secret.